It was a while ago. We've had a little break since we did the 3, so I can't remember anything that happened. or I've got it all confused with the finale, and I'll probably reveal stuff I'm not supposed to reveal, and I'm tired anyway, so you've got me in my weak spot. What do you want to know? They're going to explore a lot more the original parents, and their relationship with us, how that made us who, the creatures or the people that we are, how Klaus's relationship with his father influenced how he is as a father, and we're going to finally find out which one of the brothers came back, which one of them it was at the end, and all of the repercussions that happen. He's going to be seeking revenge on those who contributed to the sending away of his daughter, or the need to send away his daughter. There's going to be some payment needed, it's blood payment needed for that. For Klaus, they each have different ideas about how to deal with the loss of hope, and that means, even though they've confined themselves to the compound, Elijah, Haley, and Klaus, I'm talking about now, even though they're confined to the compound, they are very distant with each other. So it's like 3 strangers living in the same building, because they have this huge baby-shaped hole in their lives that they don't want to talk about, and they each remind each other of the fact of what they've lost. So, and they have different ideas of how to deal with that, and Klaus's idea, surprise, surprise, is revenge. In the form of Josh, everybody's favourite character, who I was just talking about. There is, and there's also, I mean, Gillies and I work pretty hard to try and inject some levity into our relationship. A lot of it's taken out. I feel like it's like if we're having too much fun with the scene, it's sort of going downhill because it's more about our enjoyment then. But yeah, I think as well as levity, there's some kind of relief from that darkness, just with the compassion and the care that happens between these family members, and hopefully we will see some rebuilding of relationships and some of that which will help alleviate from the darkness, or the dark cloud that's kind of over the compound at the moment and over them. That's in the do not reveal section of the talking points I was given. When they become aware of their parents, but the whole we get told these story points, but like we plug the writers and the producers for like what's going to happen with my character, and they often give us like, wow, Klaus is going to be doing this or that, or like they give us like an idea of where it's going, and I always expect it to play out over many episodes, and then it happens next episode. So at a show which moves at a rapid pace, I think you can expect things to unfold quite quickly, because we're not ones for dragging out storylines on the originals too far, apart from the whole pregnancy thing, but that's 9 months.
Has really tried to remove herself from what was happening. It was getting really complicated and a little tense in New Orleans. So Cammie's trying to take a step back, focus on her degree, focus on just being a normal human. Obviously, probably is going to fail miserably at that, because she just gets lured back in by these handsome, charming men with fantastic bone structure. I don't know. I actually don't think it was ever a love triangle. Oh, thank you so much. I always felt like it was more complex than that. I don't know if she ever felt anything romantically towards Klaus. I mean, obviously he's a good-looking guy, and she recognized that. But I think her connection with him was not necessarily romantic as much as it was. She wanted so badly to help this person that she saw so much good in, and was struggling his whole life, which is a span of 1,000 years, and really morally took it upon herself to try to help him. She has a soft spot for him, but I don't know if it was necessarily ever romantic. But she continues to have a soft spot for Klaus. And she continues to have a different soft spot for Marcel. Love it. I love it. I mean, I am such a huge advocate of, especially, honestly, it's mostly young girls watching our show, and young boys, but for both young girls and young boys to see strong females on a show is so important, because there's not enough of it, and there has never been enough of it, and luckily we have the amazing Julie Plec creating our show, and I'm so excited to see, especially every single female storyline in season 2 is fantastic. No, I mean, we're definitely pushing the boundary of the CW Twisted. Absolutely. We're looking to see how far we can take it.
Okay.
I really trust the writers on the show, and so when they think when and if they think that's the most interesting place to take my character, I totally trust them. As of now, I really think it's more interesting to keep her human than make her supernatural. But when they want to make that transition, I am so on board and very excited to do it. I mean, I feel like hybrid is pretty great right now, but I would love to be like all three, like a witch, hybrid, werewolf, vampire, maybe like a fairy. What other supernatural creatures are there? Angels. There's angels on Supernatural. Yeah, maybe like with a Khaleesi mixed in. Queen of Dragons. I just want I want to be an all-powerful superhuman.